Kamala Harris, who is the darling of the Democratic Party now, I think is going to be the Tom Perez, the DNC, the establishment's pick. She fills in every box, both gender, race, corporate Democrat, says all the right progressive platitudes, but doesn't actually stand for anything. I know that makes me a sexist and awful if you take on Kamala Harris, but I'm just talking truth. Well, Kamala Harris is sending out like tweets and basically advertising to help Stacey Abrams in Georgia. Look at this. This is from Pace Magazine. Kamala Harris is effectively draining money from Stacey Abrams. You can't make this up. Siri, please show me the perfect metaphor. This is the article. Metaphor for how national Democrats deliberately cannibalize progressive causes in order to serve their own financial ends. And then the article shows the tweet. Stacey Abrams could still win or force a runoff, despite her Republican opponent's rampant voter suppression. Donate here to make sure every vote is counted in Georgia. So he wrote, seems harmless, right? She's trying to raise money for a candidate whose election is being stolen in front of our very eyes. Kamala Harris is helping, right? Whoa, you got to read the fine print, which most people don't. Note, your contribution will be divided evenly between Stacey Abrams and Kamala Harris. Click here to allocate amounts differently. I mean, honestly, Kamala, really? So it's interesting because when I first looked at this earlier today, the page was not situated this way. So when I looked at it earlier today, you see the note, your contributions will be divided evenly between Stacey Abrams and Kamala Harris. That was not at the top right when I looked earlier. It was lower, where if I didn't know this was happening, it was down here. So obviously, she recognized the flack she was getting on social media, and they moved it up to the top right position. But honestly, it doesn't even matter if you could see it, if it's on the bottom, if it's on the top right. It's absolutely ridiculous. And some people were defending her online and saying politicians do this all the time. Well, if they do, bad on me for never noticing, because I don't really read the fine print. I just see the headlines of who's asking me for money, and I don't open the email because I'm not helping Kamala Harris. I'm not helping Terry McAuliffe emailing me for help. I'm certainly not helping Tom Perez emailing me for help. I get all these emails from these corrupt Democrats who do nothing for me, do nothing for you. Oh, help us elect fellow corrupt Democrats. Hell no. But is it just me? If Kamala Harris, and by the way, I always mispronounce her name. Pramila Kate amounts differently. You can set it to where it would all go to Stacey Abrams. But why do you even have that as an option anyway? Why? Why, if you want to help Stacey Abrams, why don't you just share her donation page? Why are you setting it up where you could be making money off of it? That doesn't seem like you're trying to help the progressive challenger in Georgia, who could be making history as the first African-American governor of Georgia, including being a woman, but you're going to get a cut of it? Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. Like, you're greedy, Kamala Harris. You're greedy, Pramila Jayapal. So basically what you're telling people, and you're telling Stacey Abrams' campaign and her supporters, is for you to lift a finger by showing your support, and for you to for you to send that email to your supporters, which could open up a new stream of revenue for Stacey Abrams' campaign, and they need the money. They need the money right now because they're filing lawsuits. That costs money. They got lawyers on the ground there. They might have a lot of lawsuits against Brian Kemp. So they do need the money. But basically what you're saying, well, Miss Abrams, if you want my campaign email list, if you want us to lift a finger for you, we're getting part of that cut. And some people were defending her on Twitter saying this is standard practice for politicians. They do it all the time. Honestly, I've never seen that before. And if that is standard practice, bad on me for not noticing that. But you're not helping someone if you're taking 50% of it. Most people don't read the fine print. Most people just see the headline of the email, the subject line of the email, maybe read a line or two and decide whether they're going to contribute or not, and have no idea that half the money is going to Kamala Harris, not all of it to Stacey Abrams. So it just, and first of all, let's be real. Why is Kamala Harris doing that? She's trying to raise money because she's running for president in 2020. She just became a senator, like, I think in 2016, she was elected as a senator. Thank you, Sam, for going after whoever's causing problems in the live chat. I'm trying not to be distracted, but I see some drama. But it's unbelievable. And it shows you, you know, the media, like Rachel Maddow and MSNBC, they're trying to paint Kamala Harris as this, like, progressive champion. No, she's not. She could have went after Steve Mnuchin when she was Attorney General of California. There was plenty of illegal behavior that Steve Mnuchin did, including foreclosing on people illegally. She didn't do anything. And shocker, Steve Mnuchin gave her quite a few pennies for her Senate campaign. And as far as I know, has she done anything as senator? Does this make me sexist or racist to point out facts? So, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I would love to be proved wrong. If Kamala Harris' campaign wants to say, oh, it was a mistake, we want all the money to go to Stacey Abrams, then they should do that. But as of now, it totally looks like you're giving kind of like a little false little boost to Stacey Abrams while skimming some money off the top. Not skimming some, because most people aren't going to read that note. So you're getting 50%. You're getting 50%. And this is the problem with the Democratic Party. It's always about the money. It's not about the policy. It's not about the people. It's not about taking the pulse of America. It's not about knowing what your issues are, what your concerns are. It's about the money. So Kamala Harris sees an opportunity. Oh, Stacey Abrams got this whole thing. Let me send out an email pretending that I'm here to help Stacey Abrams and I can get more revenue for myself. I'll take 50%. It's quite the scam if you could get away with it. Quite the scam if you can get away with it, folks. Ay vey. Ryan Bell on Facebook says, Tulsi Gabbard for speaker. I would love to see Tulsi Gabbard as speaker. Cheryl Smith says, Rick Scott is a criminal. Look up the history. Will blow your mind. Oh, I know all about Rick Scott and his little Medicare schemes, too. I've done my homework. Don't get me wrong. I don't want Rick Scott to be senator either. I'm just saying I can't sit here and be like, oh, we have to elect Bill Nelson. We have to re-elect Bill Nelson. Bill Nelson is a corporate, corrupt Democrat. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. So, I digress. So now you know the news, what's going on in Florida. Obviously, breaking news can unfold this weekend, so I'll be on it. If something changes in the Gillum campaign versus DeSantis, we're also going to be publishing throughout the weekend more videos for my latest reporting tip in Flint. Unfortunately, YouTube, again, is suppressing this channel, so I don't think a lot of you have even seen when the videos are uploaded because the views have been relatively low. So definitely check out the Flint videos. I was going to do a story on Bernie today, but I'm going to save it for Monday. It's going to take me a little more time, and I want to look up some more articles with it.